And we're live. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Four Quarters. All sports, every day, all day.
And she's a babe.
I really got to stop talking about Aaron Rodgers.
My money's on that.
And to no surprise, my shout out, Caitlin Clark.
We're live.
And we're
Oh, right on time, guys.
live. Right on time. We're only
And
13
for once, it was
minutes
me
late.
going on a rant.
Yeah, you guys, we're late because of CB, like
Yeah,
per usual.
Right?
She always says
man.
it's us, but really it's always
Yeah. It's out now.
CB. Yeah.
The truth is out.
She plays the innocent one, you guys, behind the scenes, but just telling you.
Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm sorry we're late. We just... Sometimes our mouths just throw up with words.
It's been a
Is that
day,
is that a
guys.
good way to
That's
put
a
it?
good-
I don't
that's
know.
good.
It's been a day, guys.
It has been a day.
A day, a week,
Thank you
a
for
month,
joining
or
us.
even a year.
A year.
Friends, anyone?
I will
Where's
say
Tanya?
that it's been a tricky 2026 so far, right? Welcome in to Four Quarters. We are here. We are all here. We know what's going on, I think.
Yeah.
We'll get to sports eventually, I think. Thanks for joining us on our Four Quarters Facebook page or 802 Scoops. We are also on YouTube. It is free. Appreciate you tuning in. We have a lot to talk about, and every time we come on, I swear I say, we may hop all over the place. So we may hop all over the place. Name of the show, Marching On. So we all know where we're going. Everybody's talking about their brackets. We're also going to talk about winners in free agency in the NFL. And Christmas is coming up April 23rd.
It is.
When it is the NFL draft. So that's all I'm going to talk about for the next month. But first up, Wheels, do you have a shout out before I get to some high fives?
Yes, I have one. And I apologize, CB, I should have sent you a picture of this. My shout out is to Queens, the team that was in the tournament. Their head coach, Grant Leonard, he has Buddy the street dog. It's an actual German Shepherd who wears like a big leather collar.
Get out.
And so he brings him to the games.
Yeah.
He sits in a seat. And he gives the player that embodies the street dog mentality best after every game gets to take the dog.
What?
Gets to take the dog home.
Oh, that's what I would want every
Oh,
single
yeah.
time.
Absolutely. Talk about motivation.
Yes.
Yep.
Best motivation in
Yeah.
the world. Oh my God, I love that.
I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
And he's so cute. It's just this German Shepherd. He's just sitting there watching the game.
Wondering where he's going. Oh my God, he's so tentative
Yep.
too.
This has nothing to do with sports at all. Did you guys hear about, have you guys ever watched the movie Homeward Bound? The Incredible Journey?
It's an old movie or
Yeah.
no?
Yeah,
I feel like I have, but don't ask.
It's
don't
from the
quiz me on it.
it's from like the early 90s.
Okay.
So
watched
okay,
it.
so it's about like these group of dogs going on this journey. So there was a real life Homeward Bound that happened recently. I think it was over the weekend, maybe, or earlier this week, where there were 7 dogs in China. They were all kidnapped from a neighborhood, the same neighborhood, to go to the dog meat factories. But here's the
like
story.
that.
But here's the story. They escaped. So they escaped out of the
love
truck.
that.
They escaped out of the truck, jumped off the truck or something like that. And so there were 7 dogs, German Shepherd, Golden Retriever, Lab, some mixed dogs, but they were led by a Corgi.
Get out.
And so
I love that.
Corgis
Small
are
dogs
known.
are always the badasses.
The small dog. It's always the small dog, guys.
Small dogs are good.
So they're good at, like, Corgis in particular are good at, like, finding ways home and hurting animals, right? So the Corgi led them all over 10 plus miles to get home. It took them 2 days.
out.
Took them 2 days. The German Shepherd was actually injured in the escape, I think. And so there was videos on social media of them like walking. And so like they would walk, and then the Corgi would look back, and kind of they'd all like surround the German Shepherd, and then they'd start moving again. But they eventually all made it home to their
Oh my God.
yeah. So it was
So
just
seriously, real life
Yeah.
Homeward
yeah,
Bound.
yeah.
It's like a movie.
Yeah. So not my shout out, but
that's a
wasn't my
great
shout out,
shout
but
out.
Like
it
the
was-
movie Pets.
Yeah.
That's a great shout
But
out.
yeah, it was
And
incredible.
the golden retriever the whole time was probably going, "Do I look good? Who wants to pat me? Somebody
Right.
want to pat me?
Right.
Does my
I'm just
hair
with
look okay?
I'm just with my best friends.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm just with my best.
I'm
Yeah.
just
This is so
following
much
them
fun.
wherever they go.
Yeah,
Where are we
yeah.
going?
Corgi was the leader. German. That's
That's
amazing.
awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Really cool story.
That is a great story.
Yeah.
That is a great story.
Yeah. Motivation.
Motivate.
Yeah.
And again,
Yeah.
if we all looked at this world through dog's eyes, everything would be
Oh
so
my
much
gosh.
better.
So much
much
better.
better. So much better. They never judge.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, they do sometimes.
Yes. But that's because it's like 5:01 and you haven't fed them yet.
That's exactly
They're
it.
like, hello, it's 5:01.
Exactly, yeah.
You haven't
Yep.
fed me yet.
that's
Yep.
true. Cats judge.
Cats
judge
100
more
Jeter
than-
Cats
than
is the
dogs.
judgiest cat you'll ever meet
Cats
in your life.
100% judge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeter wears it all on her face.
Oh, 100%.
Yep.
I've seen it. I've
Yeah.
seen the good and the bad.
Uh-huh.
Not the bad.
No.
The good and the ugly. Where
Yeah.
she's like, "F away from me."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. For
Did you
sure.
feed me? You fed me.
Yeah.
Okay, you can go now.
We're done.
Okay,
Be gone.
go.
Yeah.
Bounce pass to you, my friend.
Yeah, so I have two shout outs. Well, sort of the same thing. A little bit different, but for, a hot minute, for a while, I was super into powerlifting. So my shout
You're
outs
not
are,
anymore?
I mean, I do. My body
you
gets
taking
beat up a
care of
little
your
bit.
back
My body
better?
gets beat up.
That's all
The,
I needed to
the
know.
knees, the shoulders get beat up a little. The elbows.
Too young for that.
They
She's
get
in
beat
her
up.
50s.
Yeah, wait till you're in your
Dude.
50s. Damn.
Dude,
Peanut gallery over here.
so, but I still lift weights, and I still
Yeah.
lift heavy
You're
weights.
just smarter about it.
I'm
right?
just like not going to
Same here.
compete. I like lift heavy weights. I'm just not going to compete. Versus these, but going into that, my two shout outs. The first one is to Mava Bridges, a 68-year-old Canadian powerlifter who just broke
there's still time.
a couple of national records. She deadlifted 140 kilograms. For all you Americans, that's 308 pounds in 308 pounds.
And that's never going to happen with this
Damn, I need
kid.
to go to the gym.
And then she squatted, I think this is way more impressive. She squatted 132 and a half kilograms,
Are you freaking
which is
kidding me?
292
Damn!
pounds.
I wouldn't
like,
get back up and I'd break everything.
Yep.
Everything.
I haven't even,
What?
I couldn't
What?
deadlift that right now. I couldn't deadlift that right now. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And
That's
God bless
crazy
her.
talk.
I mean,
Right?
I'm never going to do that. My knees
No.
are not the best, but
Yeah.
I'm like CB. I'm just lifting now. I'm being smart
Yeah.
about it. More
She-
tone
Yeah.
than
Yeah.
power.
Yeah.
She started
But God
powerlifting.
bless her.
She started powerlifting in the early 1980s, but stepped away from the sport for more than 3 decades before returning to competition
Wow.
at age 59.
That was my question. I figured
Yeah.
she's been doing it right along.
Yep.
Or-
Now a grandmother, she says she still feels drawn to the sport by the sound of the weights hitting the floor and the challenge of pushing herself each day. Hell yeah.
That's amazing.
Right? My other shout out is to Tang Yu Chen, a 60-year-old who
You're giving me so much hope, CB.
who deadlifted 154 pounds. But what's even more incredible is she underwent brainstem cancer surgery.
Get out.
Wow.
And she continues to lift to show everyone the resilience and brilliance of life while encouraging more people to take the first step in training. Listen, brainstem is the most basic part of your brain. If you have cancer there or surgery there or a stroke there, it is bad news. It's
Yeah.
bad news. It's responsible for your balance, your motor planning, your breathing, like all of the basic things you need to be a person
Yeah.
is in the brainstem because it's one of the oldest parts of your brain.
Sure.
And so the fact that she
Probably
like
have CB.
she went up to the bar in like a wheelchair. She got up. Someone was next to her to make sure that she didn't fall.
Sure.
And she lifted 154 pounds. So what's your excuse? Okay. My other side, especially for women, for all adults as we age, is to lift some fucking weights.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
It's the best thing for you.
Muscle
is.
mass. Muscle mass has a direct correlation to your longevity. We age better. It helps our cognition. There was a recent study that shows that it also helps with our cognition. So lift some weights,
I agree.
especially
Yes.
as you get older. It's so much more important. It's lift some friggin' weights. If go get a trainer, make sure you're being safe
doing
about
your
it.
work correctly. CB taught me that.
But lift some fucking weights, people.
Yes.
Don't be scared of them. Don't be scared. Women are intimidated by
You're
that.
not going to get
And this
huge.
feels better.
Yep.
And this feels better too, but this feels better.
You're not going to get huge and bulky or
Right.
masculine in any way.
No.
Like I've been lifting
just
for
tone now.
I've been lifting for 14 years, and I still look like I don't lift. So
here.
you're fine. You're fine. Like you're not going to get
Just don't be
super
scared.
muscular.
That's the biggest thing.
I have backed more away from like the heavy lifting, so I tone now more.
Yeah.
And in all honesty,
Yep.
the last month I felt really good. Whereas
Yep.
I thought after I turned 60 last year, I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna just feel like crap.
Yeah.
You don't.
No.
I
Just
prefer weight
do it.
training over
Me too.
anything cardio.
Oh, I know
Yeah.
she does. Too.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, CB hates cardio.
I don't do cardio.
I love cardio.
Cardio.
I do love cardio.
Listen, if I squat 8 reps, that's cardio.
I mean, I
I have 100,
try and mix it, so I do a lot of like.
150 pounds on my back, squatting
Yeah.
8 reps.
I
That's
know.
cardio.
Yeah.
I worked out with you a few times.
Yeah.
She's like, "Why are you doing cardio?" Because I like it.
Yeah.
You
No,
and
no, it's
Emily
good.
go over there, and
Yeah.
one of our coworkers, I'm like, "You youngsters, go do your powerlifting.
Yeah.
I'll get there eventually with my own lifting." But I did learn so much from you guys. CB, that's great stuff. That is great stuff.
Yeah.
There you
That's
go.
amazing.
That's it.
All right.
There's hope for us.
There is hope for us.
Yep. There's hope.
I mean, there's down in Florida, we can play in an over 60 softball
exactly
league,
on the
too.
most beautiful fields you're ever going to see.
Field of Dreams beyond.
Yeah.
Beyond.
Yep.
I'm going to give a high five to Nick Massetti, who was in here. He had his big signing day last night at Williamstown. CB is going to flash up a few pictures. Officially going to be off to LaSalle, which he told us last week. But really kind of cool that Williamstown did a little signing day for him.
And he's a southpaw.
And his dad was like, "You should come." And I had stuff going on last night, but I'm like, just make sure you send me pictures. And I had more pictures than that, but we're going to put those up there. And hopefully by next week I can get to CB. They also had the North-South game, which is the last chapter in your high school career. And the North won all 4 games, as well they usually do, but that's beside the point. In the Division 3-4 boys game, Nick was second in scoring with 13 points, but had another monstrous dunk in that game as well.
Did
That's
Dad
so
get it on
fun.
video?
He's got it on video.
I
I've
hope.
got to get it to CB
Okay.
to play it to open our show next week
Yes.
because it's pretty impressive.
Nice.
And
gotta
when you
s-
play with the All-Stars like that, it's a lot of give and goes.
Yeah, absolutely. I gotta say, when I left the studio last week after having that kid here, I have the biggest crush on him.
Right. Isn't he just amazing?
He is like,
He's just so well-rounded.
what
right?
an amazing
So-
young man.
This head is so on straight.
Yeah,
Like-
so well spoken.
So well spoken.
Like
He just
a great teammate.
yeah.
So if Paul, if you're listening, we're going to keep talking about him too. Don't
What a
worry.
great kid. Like
Yeah.
I can't wait to see
He's going
the next
places.
how he
we
does
will all
his
be
next chapter.
following LaSalle.
Like just in the age of how people are now, like
Yep.
to see such a great young man,
Yep.
like give his kudos, especially the way he talked about his aunt. Like I loved that. I thought that was
And his teammates.
and
too.
his teammates. Like I don't know,
Coach
he
Roy.
was just an all around great. What a great kid.
In my
So-
head, I thought I was going to have to ask him, so do you talk to Coach Roy often? And I didn't have to. He
No,
just let,
yeah.
my freshman year, we'd be
Yeah.
on the phone for 2
Yeah.
hours, and I'm like, amazing.
Yeah.
You
So-
tapped into your resources big time as a freshman.
Yeah.
And just the picture of his family with the state
Yeah.
championship pointing up to, I'm going to call it Meme because that's what I always call my grandmother. So we'll show that video. I got to get it in CB's hands. And then we'll show the picture we took afterwards where I'm
boy.
standing between him and Garrett Sicily. And that's
Hilarious.
a funny one.
That's
That
pretty
one
hysterical.
is hilarious. A high five to JSN, Jackson Smith and Jigba, for getting
Yeah.
his money.
Getting his
yeah.
flowers. He deserves it.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
168 mil over 4 years to one of the best receivers in the game. I can't call him the best
He's not
because
the
I look at
best.
Puka.
Yeah.
But the cool thing is, I only looked at Jamar Chase when the season began as the number one dude. Now there's a good handful
There
of
are.
them.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
And JSN, I know Kenneth Walker left Seattle. They may have lost some players in free agency, but you signed the young guy who is just tickled.
Yeah.
I saw his press conference and all about his teammates and everything. And we'll get into free agency because I think Seattle will be. I think they'll be just fine.
I agree.
You guys, it's opening night in baseball.
Yep.
Like, how
What
nuts
the
is
heck
that?
is happening?
All of a sudden, it's baseball.
I go,
know.
wait. I know Max Fried's opening this season, but it's not tonight.
It
So I have to
is.
look it up. I go, Yankees.
Giants.
Are they
Yankees
San
at Giants.
Francisco? Yeah.
They're at San Francisco.
Yeah.
Okay. For some reason, I thought they were out of the country playing this
8
game.
o'clock.
Okay, so it is at
But it's
San
on
Fran.
Netflix.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to watch it?
Hell yeah.
Probably.
Wheels, maybe.
Maybe.
Because there's no basketball.
There's no
on.
basketball tonight, so
Yeah,
it's
this
the,
one, hell yeah.
I have to like get my ass down to New York for a game with my buddy.
Although, that'd be fabulous.
Although our best friend Jessica Mendoza,
Yes.
on Get Up today, said
she was
that,
on, huh?
Yeah,
Is she on
was.
most times, or does she make an appearance?
She makes an appearance here and there.
Yeah, okay.
Najri Candidate was with her.
Oh, sweet.
She was following her around because her career goal is to be a Jessica Mendoza.
Love that.
To be a broadcaster, to be on ESPN, to do all that stuff. So she was shadowing her today. She had a game last night, flew in to shadow Jessica today, which was awesome. Like, and Greenie interviewed her, and
I
Greenie
love
looks
Greenie.
this big compared to, like, Candidate could, like, literally grab him and squish him.
She could.
Like, so that was
one
awesome.
quad is
Yeah.
the size of Greenie's waist.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So Jessica was asked what team she feels is going to be the biggest disappointment, and she picked our Yankees.
Yep. So there
She
was,
did.
I forgot who.
Ouch.
I know. I was like, Jessica, I
would've
thought
said
we were
the
best
Mets.
friends.
Yeah.
I forgot who did the list. Maybe it was ESPN or I forget. Maybe it was ESPN. They did a top 10 pitching staff in all of MLB.
All of it. Okay.
And the Yankees were on it.
Yes.
And I was like, they were like pretty high up
They
there
were.
too. And I was like,
Well, with Max Fried, if you get Cole back, because he's starting on the 15th day.
listen. He's coming back from Tommy John surgery.
Right.
What's he gonna look like? But then,
Absolutely.
But then after them, we have a rookie, and then our fourth and fifth guys, like who?
Yeah.
And then
Who's in our bullpen?
Can you name one person in
you
our bullpen
remember-
right now?
I don't even know who the closer will
that
be.
we can trust.
Do you know who the number one team was?
I
You
cannot
know.
remember. I
That's probably
cannot
the
remember.
Because I'm
Dodgers.
trying.
Probably the yeah.
Because the headline on ESPN, as I was just trying to see, are the Yankees and Giants really playing? Was it's the Dodgers
Yes.
and then everybody else.
Yes. Well, they asked her too. Is it the Dodgers or the field for the World Series? And she said the Dodgers. I was like, Jessica, you're 0 for 2. Best friend.
Yeah.
And I thought we were friends.
Oh yeah. So it was Dodgers,
Yeah, okay.
Mariners,
good.
Phillies, Red Sox,
Son of a gun.
Tigers, Pirates, and then the Yankees.
And to put salt in the wound, she said the Red Sox are going to be the surprise team of the year. And I was like, way to put the knife and just twist it.
Yep. And that is due to pitching.
Yes.
I can't remember who they traded for in the offseason, but
They have Crochet, Sonny Gray,
Yes.
Suarez, Bello,
Great.
and
It was
Oviedo.
great.
Yeah.
And they already had a good pitching
You're
staff. So
And
I'm
they
like,
have
that just
Chapman, yeah.
solidified it.
Yeah.
And I don't think losing Bregman's really going to hurt him that much.
I don't think so either. But she did say the Mets should win the East.
Mets were like 10 on that
Yeah.
list
saying that
too.
because she worked for that
The
organization.
Mets have the 10th top pitching
I
staff,
don't mind their pitching staff because there's
Yeah.
some young guys.
and they got Devin Williams.
Yeah. Well,
They have Luke Weaver.
they have Weaver.
We,
They have
Weaver
Not
was a
Williams,
huge.
Weaver.
We have,
I mean, we got
Weaver.
no one.
I like the Mets young pitchers. I like that they got Freddie Peralta.
Yep.
Because he will be the ace.
Yeah. You guys have Clay Holmes.
Oh yeah, I do like Clay Holmes too. He did well.
You guys have 3 of
Yeah, I love that they go from one New York to the other.
My favorite thing about the Mets is that Carson Benj made the opening day roster, and he will be. This is the young kid because you've got to start giving these kids a chance.
You have to. You guys have
He
such a
is the
good
starting
system.
right
Yeah.
fielder, and I'm like, thank you.
You guys have such good young kids that.
We traded a couple, and
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
But let them play.
Yeah, how are
Yes.
they ever? How are you ever going to know if you don't let them play?
So many, and when they traded for Peralta, Jet Williams, they gave up, and that was one of their
Big guy,
outfielders too. And I guess he'd been tearing it up in spring, and I go, because you didn't let him play.
Yeah.
So you got to let Carson Bench play, and if he struggles out of the gates, you still got to let him play.
See, that's where they fucked up with
Acuna too. Acuna was another
what's
one
his
last
face?
year.
The alien. What the Martian. What's his name?
The
Outfielder
Martian.
on the Yankees. The young
Oh, I
guy,
thought
the
you were
young
talking about
kid.
Mets, and I'm like, I don't
The
know.
young kid. What's his name? Oh,
Dominguez.
Yes, Dominguez. Because he kept struggling against right-handed pitchers, so they didn't play him against right-handed pitchers. I'm like, how is he going to get better
Right.
Gonna get better.
against
Exactly.
right-handed pitchers if you never play him against right-handed pitchers?
And Benj better stay in that lineup.
Yeah.
Because he could also take over in center, which Luis Robert was the only thing I didn't like that
Yeah.
they did in the offseason. Just let him play.
Yep.
Let him freaking
Yep.
play.
Yankees suck at developing young players sometimes.
Yes.
Once
Yes,
they get up to
yes,
that level.
they do.
Yeah.
And the Mets too. So let's see if they've gotten better or learned.
Mm-hmm.
CB, I'm going to throw it your way for the to talk about the CBA
So
with
psyched
the
about this.
WNBA that is
Yep.
on, and we will
I need some
chime
Caitlin
in.
Clark in my life.
So, I'm surprised you didn't give her a shout out for she was like one of the most valuable players for the recent Team USA games.
This is
Yes,
the
she
picture
was.
that CB's going to probably put up. You have
Oh,
the
yep.
Wilson one.
yeah,
do.
Caitlin
For
led
all
the
of
team
the
in like
W.
scoring, assists. I mean, I'm just gonna let it simmer. Everyone's gonna know.
Where
So
did that
Supermax
picture go?
is 1.4. Is that correct?
Yep. Oh shit! I don't have the picture. I thought I put it in my thing.
So the salary cap $7 million.
So yeah, salary cap went from 1.5
Right.
million to 7 million.
Freaking, that's huge.
The Supermax went from 250 to 1.4 million.
That blew my mind.
The minimum
50 was all they were getting.
the minimum salary now is 300K. The minimum salary went from 66 to 300
66,000.
to 300.
Yes. Isn't that?
Yep.
Oh my
that's
God.
insane.
That's the minimum one.
Yep.
Right.
So there's some
So now minimum's 300.
300,000.
So a couple of really cool things
Wow.
that they also added was, so they have 12 players on their roster, but they also now have 2 additional developmental roster spots.
Oh, thank God. That
Yep.
I didn't know.
Yeah, that's
thank
great.
God.
That do not count against the the salary cap. What's also going to be nice is that if one of your players has a season-ending injury, aka like half of the Indiana Fever last year,
Yeah.
they will allow teams to have additional salary money under the salary cap to get the to replace the injured players. So that's good. If a player is pregnant or and has a baby, they cannot be traded unless they agree to be traded.
That's smart.
So that happened because of all
Hamby.
Hamby and
yeah.
Big
Mrs.
time. God bless her.
They also non-birthing players also get maternity leave
Yes.
and benefits.
I was reading
Okay.
that
So
right
that's
now, too.
awesome. Another cool thing is in this CBA they got money towards the already retired players.
Oh,
So-
nice. That I didn't know.
If they had 12 plus years of service, they got $100,000. If they had 8 to 11 years service, they got $50,000, and 5 to 7 years of service, they got $30,000. So it recognizes more than 72 eligible players to get that money.
That is
That's awesome.
amazing.
And then there's also like huge like increases for like if you win the championship, that went from 22,000 to 60,000 per player. MVP went from 15,000 to 60,000. They get like if you got all WNBA first team, it went from $10,000 to $30,000 if you make first team.
Good.
So like a lot of those amounts went up.
Nice.
So that's huge. If you're on a rookie deal and you make one of those like all WNBA first team
Right.
or like most valuable whatever, then on your 4th year, instead of being on that 4th year rookie contract,
Right.
you're eligible for like a substantial increase. So you can get way more money.
You got to say, they must have got pretty much
Yeah.
everything they asked for. I
Yep.
know there's a lot of negotiating.
Right.
Numbers fly back and forth.
Yeah.
But you usually meet in the middle. I think it meant more
Their
onto
way.
the
Yeah.
player's
Yep.
side, and it had to.
100%.
I mean, you
Yeah.
listen to those minimum contracts,
Yeah.
and you're like, that's what they were making?
Yeah.
Yep.
60,000?
Yep.
I mean,
The projected average salary by the end of this CBA, the average salary by the end of 2032 will be over $1 million.
nice.
So
That's good.
And even that is low. We
Yeah.
all know
Right,
that.
considering if you think about the
I mean, we
NBA.
just talked about Jackson
Yeah,
Smith and Jigba,
right.
168 mil.
Mil.
4 years.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
still have a ways to go, but God, are we going in the right direction?
Yep.
We are traveling down the right path. We're on the right ship.
Good for them.
Whatever analogy you
Good
want
for
to
them
throw
for
out
sticking
there.
to what they believe they
Yes.
deserve. You know.
Yes.
So.
And they made their voices
They
heard
did.
this last season.
Yes, they did.
Whether it was verbally or with T-shirts,
Yep.
they let
Yep.
their voices be heard.
Oh, Mark's in the
whatever way
house.
possible.
What up,
Hey, Mark.
Oh, hockey season ends soon. Mark, I will watch hockey because I love hockey playoff. It's so good. I have to give a shout out to my father, Thomas Grenier. I hope you're listening. I don't know if you're listening, Tom, but I know it's been a rough week, but we got this, my man.
Yes.
Yes.
We have got this, and I'm so proud of you.
Yes.
So proud of you.
Tom, we're all behind you on this. You're not alone. We're going to make sure that you're going to kick ass.
Yep.
Gonna kick
And
it.
You'll be
you'll be sick of me, Tom.
ready for softball. We'll be seeing
Yeah.
you at the top of the
Yeah.
at the top of the hill like we always do.
Yep,
So,
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Went in for minor surgery. Some things happened. And sometimes things happen. But we got this, Tom. We got it. Enjoy your hamburger tonight, too.
Also, Lori knows a lot of okay people, so
I do.
who might be
I
able
got
to,
a big village when it comes to the PT side of life,
Yeah.
my man. PT, OT, SLP,
Right.
you
Yeah.
name it. And
We
we're
got
gonna
you.
cover all those bases.
we got you, Tom. We got you, Tom.
Let's pivot to the Sweet 16.
Yeah. Some crazy shit, guys.
So I just there are just so many times I just stared at the TV and I'm like, I fucking love March Madness.
Yep.
Like how you literally like I moved the TVs into the kitchen.
Yep.
I'm like everywhere around the house. I had to be able to view a TV.
Yes.
And
Yes.
it's just I love March Madness. It's
Well,
just amazing.
What was really cool, I have Spectrum. So what was really cool is they had like the split screen, so you can have all
Yes.
3 games
Yes.
going
Yeah.
at once. It
Yes.
was so good.
I mean, it was a little difficult when the men and women were playing at the same time.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
I kept looking at the ticker to be like, okay, what game is actually close?
Yeah.
Like, is it the second half? Is it the fourth quarter? So there's a lot of like strategic planning when you're
Lot of
watching
moving
it.
parts.
Yep.
So it's a little stressful sometimes.
I sat with my friend Emily on Friday afternoon after work, and she had the big screen with the men's, and then the women's was on a smaller one like that side. But then you just get
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
confused. And
Yeah.
I did it in the NFL season. I tried the 4 games.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
couldn't-
can't.
I couldn't
No.
do it. And as you sit here, you can't literally verbalize the best game because you're like, okay, what was it again?
Yeah.
'Cause it would,
Oh my God, so good.
whoever
So good.
Kentucky played in the opening round, and I have to
Santa
find it,
Clara.
was just mind-blowing
Mind-blowing.
Friday
Yep.
afternoon.
Mind blowing.
Mind-blowing that happened.
Mark,
Yep.
get out of here.
Because I thought
Mark
that,
says my bracket is still perfect.
get
Get
out.
out. There's
Out of
no
here.
way.
There's no way. There's no way that you predicted Florida going home.
You did
Against
not
Iowa.
predict
Against
that
Iowa.
Iowa was going to beat
You did
Florida.
not
There's
predict
no
that.
way.
Dude.
I'm calling shenanigans on that, Mark.
Calling
We're
BS,
calling
Mark.
BS over here. I mean, we're going to talk about the 16 teams left, and I don't want to have to play Iowa right now. I
No.
will say that after
He also says
watching
he's
them
going
take
back
down.
to Ripken World Series this year in Alabama.
He is.
Have fun, Mark.
When is that, Mark? Because that's middle of the summer, end of summer. Just let me know, because I think that is absolutely amazing. So I thought Kentucky was going to hold it with 23 seconds for the last shot.
Yep.
Tie or win.
Yep.
And they obviously tied it quickly. And then I'm like, well, why did you do that?
Right?
And then boom. And I'm like, well, see, why did you?
Yeah.
And then, oh, way.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, what was that? A foot or two over half court?
Oh, yep.
I'm like, wow.
Wild.
It was amazing.
Wild.
That game was absolutely off the charts. Awesome. And they certainly had nothing left in the tank, Kentucky, against Iowa State, though.
No, nothing.
They were done. They were
Yeah.
toast. They
Yeah.
were fried.
Yep.
But what a game.
It was awesome.
And then the
So
Iowa-Florida men's game, Sunday
Yep.
night. What?
I was like, is this like
What?
it
Is
was
this real life?
It was
Right?
I was like, is this really happening right, now?
Because Seth Greenberg, and I listened to him quite a bit on ESPN, he was building up Florida. I was building up Florida. Defending
sure.
champs.
For sure.
Playing their best ball right now.
Yep. I had them
But
in the final
then,
4.
when you go play a ninth seed,
Yeah.
who has
Nothing
nothing
to lose.
to
They
lose.
got that, and that's what I love about March Madness.
Right.
Is these
Yeah.
teams have nothing,
Nothing to lose.
lose.
All the pressure's on the top seed.
Exactly.
Yes.
Like
Exactly.
Ninth seed, you're playing with house money. Go,
Yeah.
go
Yeah,
have fun.
go for it.
Roll it.
nobody expected.
Throw the craziest shit out there. It doesn't matter.
I mean, Iowa came into the tournament hot though.
They
were
did.
they
They did.
They were talked about that they were coming in hot. It was a 50-50 in their first round game, but
Yeah.
Mark
man.
says I picked the team who scored the most points per game. Can't lose that way. All right, valid, Mark. You got
Yeah.
us there. Benjamin Brown says Florida got me. Bracket's doing all right. Still
Yeah.
called the Johnny game though.
Then the Florida one. The Florida one got a lot of people. My sister immediately texted me and she went, ouch.
Yep.
I had Florida in that region. I said, well, I had Houston.
Yeah.
So
do
I'm
I.
okay. I'm okay with it.
The VCU North Carolina game was freaking
Amazing.
awesome too.
That was a great
And
game.
I picked VCU.
so did I.
Yep.
And the part that hurts me now is that I knew it was going to cost Hubert
Yep.
Davis.
I know.
I knew it was going to cost him his job. And that sucks. That really does suck. Thought Duke was going to lose in the opening round, too. I know we were all hoping that. Sorry, Garrett, if you're listening. Sorry.
God, I just when you don't really have a dog in the fight, like
Yeah.
you just want the team you hate to lose.
Yes, 100%. Even when you do. Mark says World Series is first week in August. Come home for
Okay.
2 days and off to Cooperstown.
Okay,
Nice.
awesome. Gotta be the best. That's his Christmas.
Yeah.
NFL draft is mine. And Mark, I will mention the Miami Dolphins a little bit later on because I might be the most happiest I've ever been
Whoa.
with them.
Oh,
We'll talk about
whoa.
that later on. Never thought those words would come
nope.
out of my mouth. Women's side kind of follows suit, except yes, there is a Cinderella named Virginia.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not Cinderella, it's Virginia. Because I didn't see the game with Iowa. It sounds like
I
it was
did.
a fabulous game.
I
Tell us
watched-
about
oh
it.
my
Iowa,
God.
Iowa looked horrible.
Horrible.
In both games.
Yes, they shouldn't even have won their first round. game.
No, they
And
shouldn't have.
Virginia had to do a 10-seed play-in.
Yes.
So that was their
That was their third game.
Third game.
Yep.
Yeah. Iowa they have no outside shooters. None. They couldn't hit a three-pointer
Really?
to save their life. They only had one really good outside shooter anyway, McCabe, and she was out with a torn ACL.
Yep.
So how did Stolke and what's the other one?
Stolke
there?
and
They were
rugged
the
one
only
there.
ones who were scoring.
they were the only ones that scored.
Okay.
However, I love Stolke, but she is the Shaquille O'Neal of foul shooting for
She
women's
is.
college basketball.
She is.
I hate that. I was a bad foul shooter too.
Oh
so.
my God! If
I
Iowa
miss
could make
Stolke.
foul shots, they would have
Yeah.
won the game
Yeah.
in regulation.
No way.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
They played terrible. Absolutely terrible. I felt terrible for Jan Jansen because I love her.
Yeah.
But
They
She
lost
handled
like
that
what,
with
like
class.
she handled it with such
class.
Yeah, she's always classy.
such
so
class.
class.
But like,
But
what they lose, like
Iowa's-
they lost like at least 8 points on the foul shots.
Oh
or
my
something
God, it
like
was
that.
awful. But Iowa's biggest thing, and honestly, chit chat,
Yeah.
she missed 2 foul shots. Then she came down the court and turned the ball over. Then on the next possession, she threw up an ill-advised 3. So for 3 possessions, the ball was in her hands, and then Virginia came down and they scored on all 3 of those
Yep.
possessions.
Capitalized big time. Didn't
I
they?
mean, chit chat was like, after she missed those foul shots, you could just see it.
And then
she
takes
came
over.
down and she just throws a pass without even looking.
Yeah.
Oh.
And Virginia steals it for a wide open layup. I mean,
Yep.
and then she comes down and she shoots like a Caitlin Clark 3. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Because now you're playing to not
Right,
lose.
yeah.
And when
exactly.
you play that way, you're gonna lose.
Yeah.
But
So
that's,
I
that's
was
how
not.
they were playing the whole like their
Yeah,
2 games
the 2
is they were
games.
playing
Yeah.
not to lose
Yeah.
and it just
Oh, that's
I
too
was,
bad.
and I love me some Iowa,
Oh,
but
and me too.
they just
Right there with you.
Their Achilles heel was outside shooting and foul shots.
Yep.
They just couldn't. They couldn't do it.
Wow.
So, but other than that, really, the women's kind of went.
The women's follow suit. And
Pretty
it
much follows
usually does
suit, yeah.
yeah.
follow suit.
The 4-5 games were all
Don't you love the 4 or 5
so
games?
good.
They're always
they were
so good,
always
yeah.
they're so good.
Who did USC beat in that opening round game? I gotta find it on here somewhere because that was one of my most enjoyable games.
Oh, it was
USC and Clemson.
Clemson, yeah.
Yep.
Went into overtime. Clemson player hits it at the buzzer,
Yep.
but it clearly had not left her hands.
Yeah.
And just watching Jazzy Davidson, she was fun to watch. She has gotten so much better. And then watching her biggest cheerleader, which is Juju, and just watching the expressions.
Yep.
And even in that game, even though USC did win that opening round, I thought to myself, this is just, Jazzy's just getting this experience. And I can't wait to watch the 2 of them
Oh, I
next
know.
year.
Yeah.
That's all I want to
yeah,
watch
yeah,
is those
Oh,
two.
yeah.
It's gonna be
It's gonna be
a
sick.
different ball
2
game.
dogs.
yeah.
Different ball game.
I just enjoyed watching the whole part of that game unfold. It really enjoyed Clemson as well. Hated to see somebody lose that game, but that was a fun one.
Yeah.
That was a really fun one.
That was a
to
fun
watch.
one, and so was what was the other game that won at the buzzer?
Trying to look quickly here.
Was it Minnesota?
Minnesota.
It was Minnesota.
Yeah,
Ole Miss.
Minnesota.
Minnesota with the layup. And
Yeah.
don't mess with Minnesota. They are a physically, mentally tough team.
Yeah.
I've watched a
Yeah.
lot of them down
Yep.
the stretch, and I'm like, I don't know. I wouldn't want to mess with Minnesota either, because UCLA I believe, has them
I did read that, Jen. From Jen. Fun fact, Serena Williams' husband is a Virginia alum and donated a bunch of money a year or so ago specifically to women's basketball.
Well, big shout out
Yeah,
to
right.
him. Huge
How do
shout
we
out to
feel
him.
about Syracuse's coach kind of
Kind of
pitching a fit?
That was kind of hilarious.
kind of
low-key.
saying, let us go. Why'd you put us in that region? Well, you go to wherever you go to.
Right. And
Nobody wants to play UConn.
yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Like, and she used to coach at Buffalo, so she's like, and I didn't realize it was Syracuse's like third year in a row being ousted by UConn.
Yeah.
Well,
But
that I didn't realize.
Yeah,
yeah,
Sorry,
right,
I didn't
yeah,
realize
well,
that.
but how
yeah.
they do it so fan bases have the opportunity to travel.
Yeah.
Like
Sure.
that's a lot of
Because
Sure.
that's yeah.
right. That's a lot
Sure.
of how they do it. Like if you're the top seeds or whatever, you get home games and
Yep.
and whatever. That's just the way it is.
Yep.
And then they try and do it, and they put you in the region where your fan base would have
close.
the closest be able to travel to go. But I feel like she was whining,
She was whining.
and I'm like, just take it with
I just
what
thought I just thought it was funny.
just take it with what it is.
That's
I just
all
thought
you
it was
do.
funny.
Like UConn's fucking amazing.
Oh my!
I mean, come on.
Yo, but yes, but their defense
Is
Yeah.
is
You know I'm a
just-
defensive
yeah,
coach, so
is disgust. Like, what do you even do?
Yeah.
What do you even do to answer that?
Right. And I just love Gino the whole time. He's just like this.
you want to
Yeah.
know who else was like that? And I will give him props. God, this is going to kill me. Rick Pitino.
Yes,
Yeah.
when they won,
Yes.
When they won,
he
and
just like he's
here-
done it before.
I didn't even think Kansas would be in the game. So
Yep.
then I'm like, Jesus, Kansas, you're right there.
Mm-hmm,
But then I'm like, oh, I don't want you to play Duke. But then when I watched Pitino, and I
Yeah.
watched it again
Yep.
the next day twice, and I'm like, his facial
Yep.
expression,
Yep.
which there was none,
None.
was that's how we drew it up.
Yep.
Thank
Yep.
you for executing. Now let's go.
Right.
We got to get on a plane and we
Yeah.
got to worry
Yeah.
about Duke.
Don't-
And
yeah.
just nothing. And
Nothing.
I'm like, you are brilliant. You're
Yeah.
a Hall of Fame coach.
Yeah.
You're a mastermind of the game. And
Yeah.
well done.
Yeah, and I hope they.
Well done.
Dawn, they were
Fucking me
interviewing. They were interviewing Dawn at like halftime, and they were up like 30, at least 30 points at that point. And Dawn is like, they're like, "Oh, what'd you like from that first half?" She's like, "I'll let you know what I don't like." And then she started naming
Thank
shit,
you.
and
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah," because it doesn't
Yeah.
matter what the other team is doing. You still have to be
Right.
your best.
Right.
Jen says, "Do better, get a better seed." Yep. Ben says, UConn Syracuse made me feel we found a video game glitch. Score was wild. Yes, that score was wild.
Yeah.
Ben
What
always comes up with some good stuff.
AZ alone
amazing.
outscored Syracuse in the first half.
Yeah.
By herself.
Yep. I mean, she had a great like last hurrah example. So
Yep.
I was
My
like,
sister
oh,
will love that we're saying all this. She's like,
Yeah.
yes.
I mean,
Yes. All right, so we're going to look at the women's side first.
Okay.
We're going to look at the Sweet 16.
Okay.
Okay.
Not tomorrow night, Friday night. I've lost track of the days here. I will say that my biggest surprise is this team, Notre Dame.
Yep.
Yep.
Ugh.
I guess I got to give Hannah Hidalgo a big shout out. Did not expect them to get to the Sweet 16. I'm not going to lie. And now I can't even find who they played. God, these brackets.
I just
look
cannot
so...
stand Hannah Hidalgo.
I don't like her either.
She's just
So you guys aren't fans of Hannah?
no,
Okay.
because she's such a bad teammate.
She is
or
a bad
like
teammate.
her body language on the court is so bad.
Yes.
Like yes, her defense is great. She had all those steals, going for the quadruple double, whatever.
Oh, this isn't going to help
But,
when
like,
looking at the men's.
Just like her attitude and her
we go.
her
Yeah.
body language on the court is just. I don't like it.
honest to God,
I don't
thought
like it.
Ohio State was going to crush them.
Yeah.
So did I. So did I.
Yeah.
Crush. If I was a gambler, which I'm not, I would have bet on that game.
I've never been a Notre Dame fan because Ruth Riley killed it for me when
Ruth Riley, gosh. I haven't heard
she
that
killed
name
it
in a
for me
while.
when she beat
Wow.
UConn, and I
I
Wow.
haven't heard that name in a
couldn't
long
do it.
time.
Couldn't do it.
So, but now Notre Dame and Vandy.
Yep.
Notre Dame and Vandy, and
I think Vandy's going to wipe
I
the
really
floor.
like Vandy, and I
I
love
hope so.
Coach Ralph too.
I think they're
So
going to
we
wipe
don't
the
even
floor
think
with
it's gonna
them.
be close.
No.
I hope so.
Because I don't like to use Cinderellas, we're obviously going to call Virginia the Cinderella, and then I would say Notre Dame because I did not expect them
Yeah,
to have
probably.
a chance against Ohio State. Really love Vandy. Well-rounded.
Yeah.
It's Coach
Yep.
Ralph. Shea
Yep.
Ralph's absolutely amazing. Nothing UConn. Do we think North Carolina and UConn will even be a game?
Nope.
No.
Okay. Minnesota, UCLA.
That
could be a game.
I like that game.
I
like that
don't
game.
know what the point spread is, but I might take the point spread and Minnesota, the Golden Gophers. You know I'm high on UCLA, and I still am, because I do still feel that UCLA and UConn would be, if you're a basketball fan, you
yeah.
want that matchup.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
It would be one for the ages, but I am so nervous about UCLA's region because I just don't know about LSU and Duke. And
I know.
Granted, they have to play each other.
Right.
I think UCLA can beat Duke. I'm not sure they can beat LSU. If there's that one bad matchup, that's it for UCLA.
It's
LSU.
yeah. Well,
But I'm putting the cart ahead of the horse
this will make
now.
you happy, but it really did not make me happy. Lisa Bluter, Grandma Bluter.
Yep.
who I
Grandmama.
who I absolutely love, picked UCLA to win the whole thing.
Did she
She
really?
did. And you know how much I love her,
Wow.
but I was very disappointed in her pick. She goes, it's unpopular, and people are probably not going to agree with me.
Yeah.
She goes,
Well, I
but
would have
I'm
agreed
picking
with her.
UCLA.
I
18
just don't
and
know
a
if they're going
half.
to get there.
I know.
18 and a half.
18?
Yep.
Oh, I might have to get in on that.
Yeah, right?
No, UCLA can't put teams away the way
No.
UConn does. And South Carolina in these.
South Carolina's playing great right now.
Yeah.
But
And Texas is playing the best they've played.
Yes.
So
Yep.
kudos to them. Happy for them. Who's in that Texas
I feel
bracket
like
that,
it's
though?
UConn's to lose.
I will say
this point.
With the way they're playing.
They're just on. I mean, it is unreal.
I beat the table for West Virginia, and that was an upset for me, too. I know it was just a 4-5
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
Did not expect Kentucky to
I
knock
did
off
not either. I
West
picked West
either.
Virginia for that
Yeah.
one too.
Did not, and I don't think Texas is going to have a hard time with Kentucky. Again, the game I want to see is Louisville, Michigan women.
Yeah.
2-3.
I haven't
two
get to see,
blue
I have
collar.
not seen the Michigan women play yet.
Oh, you guys see them
I know.
play. They just have that lunch pail
I know.
mentality, and yeah, if you're going to go down a dark alley, I want them standing behind me. Duke LSU, of course, I absolutely love the way Duke is playing, and Fournier is an underrated player that nobody's talking about. Her footwork, she just kills me. So, who are you guys picking in Duke LSU?
Well, I can't pick LSU.
Duke,
so
yeah.
I can't believe I'm picking Duke.
Duke's got to play a perfect game, you guys.
They
I
do.
can't.
Both ends.
I need handle hard better to beat
Yep.
Hell yeah.
what's her,
Yep.
you know.
Hell yeah.
Because you're going to get punched in the gut
Yeah,
a lot.
you got to
in
handle
that
hard
game.
better, and
Yep.
Mulkey, I cannot. No, I'm done.
Mulkey's
Get her
going to
out.
be stomping.
Yep.
She's going to have the
Oh my
glitter
gosh, I
on her
can't
She's
back.
gonna be obnoxious as fuck.
Can't stand her.
Yep. And I will say this, God, I can't remember what game it was. I think it was Duke's second round game where the sideline reporters are always around the timeouts. And let's say Duke was up by 10 maybe.
Yeah.
And Coach Lawson just ripped them. And the sideline reporter goes, you know she's pissed when her whiteboard goes 2 rows up in the stands. And I'm like, yes, where is that? I want to see it. I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But I love it.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
because Carol Lawson is, she doesn't have to get fired up, but it's okay to get
Yeah,
fired up.
it
And
is.
she knows that.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's just the look.
Yeah.
Let's remember she played for Pat Summitt.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
Did you see they're
I
making a
wanna watch
documentary?
that. What's that?
Yeah.
Did you see that they're making a documentary?
I did.
Yes.
My athletic director let me know that too. Frank's like, we should watch it together. If we don't, we got to talk about it afterwards. So that's going to be amazing. That's going to be amazing.
Yeah, it is.
So the games to me are on Friday. I will tune into Notre Dame Vandy, but
Yeah.
that
Oh, I'll
Duke
tune in for
LSU,
sure.
I just don't know if I can do it.
I know.
be
It's gonna be a
nervous.
stress. Yeah.
I'm just gonna be pissed the whole time.
Saturday's first game, early game, 12:30 is Louisville, Michigan.
Yep.
glad
That
it's
to
early.
me
I'm
is
glad.
the game.
Yep.
Yep.
Kentucky, Texas could be a good game, 3 p.m. Oklahoma, South Carolina.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that Oklahoma
Just beat them.
South Carolina.
Yep.
And Reagan Beers, don't
Yeah.
mess with her. She's a smart
I like-
player. I
yeah.
respect her
I like
so
her a
much.
lot.
Yep.
I love watching her and Chavez out on the perimeter. I don't know who they played last, but it took them a while to shake them off. But in the fourth quarter, they took over.
That's
so
another
watch
one.
out. That's a bad matchup for South Carolina.
South Carolina is favored by 17 and a half.
I'll take that bet too.
Yikes. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
What the hell
would
is
take those
UConn
two.
favored by then?
32.
UConn is favored
45 points.
by
50.
27 and a half.
Yeah. Oh my God.
32. We were close. We were close. We were close.
Sounds about right.
Virginia, TCU. I
It's
don't
gonna be a
know.
good game.
But God bless you, Virginia. You
Yeah.
got that glass slipper on.
Got nothing to lose.
Nothing.
Garrett Sicily said TCU. And
I mean,
Olivia
Olivia
Miles,
Miles.
whether you respect her or not,
Yeah.
playing at a different level.
She is.
Do we think the favorites are going to go on?
I think there's going to be an upset.
You do
There's
think
going to be one in there. There's going to
There's
be one
gotta
in there.
be.
There's
There's
going to be
gotta
one
be.
in there,
Yeah.
yeah. Hopefully it's
I
Duke.
had to pick an upset.
I mean, hopefully it's Duke,
Hopefully it's Duke.
but
Right. Watch out in that Oklahoma, South Carolina.
I mean, I would like that too.
Watch out. I wouldn't be.
I'm not a huge South Carolina fan, as you know.
I
but-
know you're not.
No.
And it's cool. We are who we
I mean,
are.
I
but
love
like
Dawn Staley.
Oklahoma
I
though a
love
lot.
Dawn Staley and
Yeah.
respect her so much.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
just not.
You know,
South
I love
Carolina.
Coach Staley, but I really like Oklahoma too. I
Yeah.
really do. Flipping over to the men's side, I'm not even going to call any. I'm not calling Texas a Cinderella, because Sean Miller coaching that team was the right hire. Even though I questioned Sean Miller when he was at Arizona, he falls under the John Calipari category of what are they doing? How do they keep twisting
Right.
the system and getting away with it?
Right.
And that's really why he was let go at Arizona. Texas is a really good team. I get it. They're an 11th seed. We could call them a Cinderella. But the team I don't want to play right now is Iowa. And I'm going to tell you right now, Iowa will beat Nebraska.
I agree.
It's a 1.5 point spread.
Yeah, Iowa will beat Nebraska.
I mean, they've had to have played each other. Do we know what their records
Absolutely. In the
were
Big
against
Ten,
each other?
I don't know that, but I will say this. Coach Hoiberg, you get a high five from me for taking that Nebraska team
Yeah, to the Sweet
and
yeah.
finally getting to a Sweet
Yeah.
16. Nebraska's, I don't even know when they were last in a Sweet 16.
Never.
I don't think
I don't
they
think
ever were.
ever.
I don't think ever either.
Nebraska, that was their first win in the NCAA tournament.
And if I was a
their first
gambler,
round game.
I never would have picked Nebraska to beat
I didn't.
Vandy.
So
And that was a fun game to
Yeah.
watch, too.
they are 1-1, I believe.
They split
They
it?
split?
They split it.
Okay.
So it was. Oh wait, no, I think there's more
Iowa
games here.
is the most. No, let me read. Iowa is more talented than Nebraska. Nebraska just goes out there.
Yeah,
with,
they're the
I'm going to bust my ass.
Right.
And we're just going to keep busting our butt. And beating Vanderbilt was huge. Getting to the Sweet 16. Iowa, even when they hit that winning shot, there was two other players, and I'm like, it's going to this one or this one, and it didn't. And when he stroked that from the baseline three, I was
without
like,
hesitation.
Yep.
too many shooters.
Way too many.
Way
And he
too many
wasn't
shooters
even
on
there
that.
wasn't
Yeah.
even a defender
No.
anywhere near him.
Nope.
God, what a sweet stroke.
So he was
Oh,
like
so good.
literally they were like, he's not shooting it. Florida's
Mama
like,
was there to watch him.
yes, for like one of the first times.
Come on.
But I was super disappointed in Florida's last play. Like, what the hell was that?
Thank you. That was my next topic, because I was like, okay, so you had
plenty of time.
Dribble it
Right.
up the floor,
Right.
get a couple passes, and as he kept going up the sideline, then I'm like, what are you doing?
Right.
Right.
And at that point, Iowa defended it beautifully
Yeah.
in the
Oh,
paint.
they did great.
Oh,
And how
absolutely.
is he going to get a hold of that
Yeah.
goddamn leather basketball and get a
Yeah.
shot off?
Yeah.
I just sat
I did
there
not-
and went,
I mean,
I didn't see
we
that.
of course we don't know if that's what they drew up.
Right.
Sure.
But that was terrible.
Plenty of time to
Yeah.
get it over
Plenty
half
of time.
court, get a
Plenty.
pass or two, and get
Yeah.
that shot
Yeah.
off.
Oh, absolutely.
That and never. I always call that never.
Yeah,
never
it is.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a black
Once you
hole.
get to
Yeah.
the black hole,
That's what I
never,
call it.
Neverland,
Oh, yeah.
you're done.
Yeah,
So as
absolutely.
he kept going towards the basket, I'm like, where are you going?
How are you
Oh.
getting out of that?
Yeah, he's under the basket,
Yeah.
so he's
How-
not going to shoot.
Yeah.
How you
And
getting out
then
of that?
he's
Trying
trying to
to
get this
dish
ball in a hole this big.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's 3 Iowa defenders
Yep.
in the paint. And
Yep.
I'm like, interesting.
No, it was awful. Awful.
Interesting.
Very disappointed in that last one.
Yep. I will say that the team at the beginning of the year that was in the top 3 that everyone was talking about was Purdue. Now nobody's talking about Purdue, and they're playing their best ball. I watch out for Purdue. I think they'll get past Texas. I think we all agree on Iowa over Nebraska.
Yes.
Yep.
The game on tomorrow night is Arkansas and Arizona. And I know how
be
Nick Massetti feels about that.
Yeah, it's going to
And
be so
Darius
good.
Acuff is playing phenomenal.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
But this is Arizona.
I know.
Yeah.
Nick, I'm not betting against you, but this is Arizona. There's relying on one player, and then there's just a plethora of a well-rounded team.
Yep.
Correct.
Should be a good game.
Yeah.
I think Illinois and Houston will be the best game, though, tomorrow
That's
night.
going to be a great
Yeah.
game.
That's-
Illinois surprises me. I didn't watch them play at all during the year, but I've been super impressed with them
Yep.
in the
Yeah.
tournament.
I said we were talking brackets at work, and I said, don't fall asleep on Houston and Purdue because they're just under the radar.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
all know they're good.
No one talks about, you know why?
Right.
Because they're not flashy. They're not
Right,
fun.
yeah.
They just play
Right.
hardcore nose to the ball basketball.
Right.
They they don't have that one player that lights up
Right.
the highlight reel.
Exactly.
and-
Right.
Exactly.
so that's why they're just
It's
balanced
methodical.
team.
right.
Yeah.
They're not flashy. They play old school basketball.
But Houston, they were in the final last year.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty much the whole team.
Right.
They returned.
Right.
Yep.
They're just kind of under the radar,
Yeah.
just a little
Yeah.
bit.
Ben says both men's and women's madness has lived up to its name. Cheers.
100%,
Hell yeah.
Ben.
Yeah.
100%, Ben. Alabama, Michigan, really like that men's team on Michigan, but I don't want to jinx this team.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I almost wore this hat, and I'm like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. Michigan State UConn is going to be a slugfest.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
that is Friday at 9:45. I'm not going to miss that game. And then Tennessee and Iowa State, because if you'd remember, Garrett said you better hope Virginia doesn't get to Iowa State. And I really do like that Virginia team. But who was it they lost to, the Virginia game? Because Tennessee.
Yeah.
Tennessee, I'm looking right at it.
Yeah.
I went into the tournament, Tennessee not playing well at all.
No.
But they're playing well now.
Yes.
And I really like that Virginia team. I get completely what Garrett Sicily meant. But Iowa State is having the injuries, but they just keep going.
Yep.
So I don't know. That one's going to be a good game. Tennessee could win that game.
Yes, they could.
They really could.
I would not be
win the
surprised.
game.
It's one of those that I would not be surprised.
Can St. John's beat Duke?
Yes.
I can't wait for that game.
No hesitation, Wheels.
No hesitation.
I cannot wait for that
Love
game.
it. I love it.
They just have to play physical
Take care of the ball.
and physical defense and take care of the ball, and
Yep.
they
Yep.
have to rebound. They cannot
Yep.
give Duke a second chances.
Right.
And Boozer had no points in the first half against whoever they played the second round. But then he came back and they made him a priority in the second quarter
Right.
or second half, and he had
TCU.
and he had like 17 or whatever.
Yeah.
Duke has not played well.
No, they haven't played their best game.
Siena
Had 'em.
down by like 9 at one
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
TCU had them down
Yeah.
by. They have not played well.
It's going to be fun. The madness has just begun. But
I think the St. John's Duke game is the game of the weekend.
do?
Like,
Yep, I
cannot
cannot
wait
wait.
for that.
I'm liking Illinois Houston, but I'm also liking Michigan State UConn.
Yep.
And I cheer for Michigan State because my mom
Loved Tom
worshipped
Izzo.
Tom Izzo. worshipped him.
How about congrats to Jerry McNamara for going
Yes,
back home
going
to
back
Syracuse?
home, and
Yep.
Syracuse needs
Yeah, they do.
need a boost.
They do.
And this is going to be their
Yes, it
boost.
is.
Ben,
Yep.
Ben says Duke had the bear poked with Siena, and the Johnnies are on a roll. It's going to be a
Johnnies
dog
are
fight.
on a roll.
They are on
The
a roll.
Johnnies are definitely on a roll. And like I said last week, you're talking Hall of Fame coaches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got Rick Pitino. You've got Tom Izzo.
Yep.
Bill Self as well.
Yep.
Even though he's out of it. And I did see a insert on ESPN, and that was before Hubert Davis got let go. Bill Self, and I firmly believe this, will probably step down from Kansas. Way too many heart issues. Way too many. And it's not helping his health at all. The other one was Mark Pope in Kentucky. Just bring Coach Pope back, Kentucky. Don't mess around with that. We're going to shift in this last quarter to NFL because we can't not. I'm going to give a high five right out of the chute to Mama Wheels. Because I need you to know, Mama Wheels, that I saw a video before I came here tonight of Patrick Mahomes taking his first drop backs. Granted, he's just
geez.
going straight back,
Okay.
but he's still got 5 months until there's games.
Right.
He not going left, right, and he shouldn't be, but his drop backs continuously. I watched it, and I watched it, and I watched it, and I'm like, he looks pretty good. So
My mom
you
will
know
be happy
what?
to hear that.
I know you traded for Justin Fields. Maybe you need him.
Maybe.
That was a good trade. That
Yeah,
was a great
it was.
trade.
It was.
Maybe you need him for a few weeks, but right now I'm going to tell you, Mama Wheels, that I think Patrick Mahomes is going to be under center week 1.
I
If
would not be surprised.
If not, give until week 3.
Yes.
They need to do a better job protecting him then.
They do, 100%.
You can't just, like,
100%.
what, the past 2 or 3 years, it's just been, let Pat Mahomes do his thing, he'll figure it out.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
got to
hopefully
change.
with Walker now,
That's true.
That takes pressure.
That's
that
true.
takes
That
a
takes
lot of pressure off him.
yes.
I mean, he's won all these Super Bowls and all these games without a running back.
But don't you agree on this little nugget, though? And I know you're going to so agree because you had him in fantasy football. He gets dinged up every
does.
year and misses
Yes.
substantial time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Pacheco's not there to back him up
Right,
anymore.
right.
I know what's his name there. Kareem Hunt is still there.
Yep.
But that's the only thing that worries me.
Right, because he's
about
never
him.
been the one he never had to do the full load because he always
yep,
he always shared it.
Yep.
Right.
And he still would get hurt all the time.
Yep.
Right. So yeah.
We may not get to the our first mock draft of the season, but we will next week. But if we talk about free agency, I got to give you guys my best thing I heard. Don't start laughing, okay?
Okay.
Came from Tua today.
Oh, play football.
See, I said, I knew that was going to be the first thing out of Wheel's mouth. He said, I have to play better football.
Oh.
Shocking.
And my best football is ahead of me. And then they put up on the screen
Oh, boy.
how in the first 3 years he wasn't turning the ball over, he was letting it rip. And then last year, he's just overthinking everything. So that's it. That's my best thing I heard
Kids,
today.
this
on
is
NFL
why
Live. That's all I
multiple
got for you.
concussions.
But nobody said anything about Tua. Let's not get hurt.
Right.
Let's get out of bounds.
Yep.
And if Michael Penix is healthy, I hope you're holding a clipboard. Nobody
Yeah.
on NFL Live said that.
Yep.
They
I'm
all
shocked.
were backing, Stefanski's going to do wonders with him. And I'm like, I hope Michael Penix, who won't be ready. He won't be.
No.
We all know Tua's going to start this season. And I thank God he's got Bijan Robinson to just
Yeah.
hand the ball
Yeah.
off to, or just chuck it to Pitts, or what's his name?
Yeah.
Just chuck it to
Yeah.
London or
London,
Pitts.
yeah.
Because
Get the ball
why
out
is
of your
nobody
hand.
talking about his health?
Yeah.
Get the ball out of your hand.
Okay, I'll stop now.
Mark says he needs a new brain.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Like, Tua, you
So-
have young children. What are you doing?
Yeah.
You've already made your money.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
are you
The
doing?
Falcons are smart, 1.2 million.
Yep.
But get Michael Penix healthy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And now
Yes.
I will leave it alone. The winners in free agency. I had my winners and losers through free agency, so I'm just going to
Yeah.
tell you if I agree or not. NFL News gave the number one team after free agency. Not saying they did great in free agency, but who, if you look at a power
Set up.
ranking after free agency, Seattle's still number one. I do
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah.
Because they draft so
Yeah.
well, too.
Yeah.
So you can let Walker go because you're going to draft somebody.
Correct.
And
Yeah.
Charbonnet will be back. The Rams, because they were my biggest winner, one of my biggest winners. The Bills, the Broncos, the Jags, I don't agree with. Believe it or not.
What?
Wales. Yep. Too many people left there. It depends on the draft. The 49ers, the Packers, Patriots, and Bears. The Bears always do well in free agency.
Well, and everyone's going to want to play for Ben Johnson. I mean, how could you not?
Yeah.
You know, that's just it.
Yeah.
And their signings weren't, they didn't have to go out and give a boatload. They just, maybe that second tier signing.
Yeah.
And
But
they,
they
signed
filled-
a lot of them
they
to
filled the
shore up their
pieces.
team.
Yeah.
They filled the
Yeah.
pieces.
Yeah. It cracked me that the Broncos were there because as of last week, they were the losers in free agency until they traded for Jalen Waddle.
Yep.
And that's a great trade.
That's a great trade.
for
them, yeah.
Denver. It's a great trade for Miami, believe it or not. I'm giving them a thumbs up because you got a first and a third. You can never get a first
No.
Yep.
for anybody.
Yep.
You can only get a first for a quarterback.
Yep.
And Waddle
Yep.
isn't the number one guy.
Nope.
He'll be great with Cortland Sutton.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
He'll be outstanding
Yep.
with Cortland Sutton. But he's not a wide receiver one in Miami.
No.
And for the first time since I've known, Miami has 7 draft picks in the first 3 rounds. I can't
Yeah.
tell you when I've
That's
ever
awesome.
seen them do that.
Because they've had draft picks taken away from them.
They
the
trade
last,
them
like,
away.
Or
they
they
lose them.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
they lose
But
them.
they trade them away.
Yeah.
And that's all Chris Greer would do.
Yeah.
We're just going to trade them away.
Yeah.
And they weren't supposed to be able to sign Malik Willis. He was going to $30 million to
Yeah.
Arizona. So they got him for $20 million. They tweaked it.
Yeah.
So I will say Green Bay South, the GM, Eric John Sullivan, I do like what you're doing so far.
Nice.
And they're not going to be good this year.
No.
No.
But thank God you have 7 draft picks in the
Right.
first 2 days
Yep.
of the draft.
Yep.
So winners from this article are the Las Vegas Raiders, and that definitely goes by Linderbaum, the center. That's going to line
Oh,
up
yeah.
in front of
Yeah.
Mendoza.
Yep.
The other signing, and I do like this too, they re-signed Eric Stokes, their top cornerback, but bringing in Jalen Naylor, the wide receiver for the Vikings, who
Yep.
he's in that third wide receiver
Yeah.
role because there's too many good guys in front of him.
Yeah.
That was another tier 3 signing. That's all you need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and Linderbaum is not just going to make Mendoza better; he's going to make Genti better
Yes.
too.
Yes. Yes.
So
sure.
I'm not going to argue with that at all. They also listed them as the biggest loser because they didn't they still have Max Crosby.
Correct.
Yep.
I don't know what's going to happen with
I'm
it.
not going to label them a loser because
I mean, you get to keep him.
if you and he is now going, I'm a Raider.
Yeah.
I'm a Raider
Yeah.
for life. So if he stays, great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to keep Max Crosby.
Why
Well,
wouldn't you?
yeah.
What you were getting from the Ravens was huge.
Oh, yeah.
I
Oh,
get
yeah.
the draft picks because the Raiders are in the same boat as the Dolphins.
Right.
Just
Yeah.
get as many draft picks as you can.
Yep.
And turn those around in a couple of years. But it's not like he's an old man. I
Right.
get the degenerative knee issue is what the Ravens were looking at.
Yeah.
And the Ravens don't give up first round picks. They never have
Right.
in the
No.
franchise's history.
Yep.
So I get both sides. Mm-hmm. But I'm not upset.
I
if
wouldn't be
have
upset
about
Max
it. Right?
Crosby.
No.
And
He
is not-
literally is a Raider.
Yes.
Like, he has that mentality, those fans that wear all the paint and the freaking head. Like,
Yep.
he represents,
tattoos.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
he represents that franchise so well.
He's just going to go out there and
Represent.
kick ass.
Yeah.
Mark says they will screw it up. They will draft 7-2
They won't,
my
Mark,
God.
because it's a new GM.
New
It's
GM,
a
Mark.
new GM. I'm not even going to look at the coach now. I will look at that GM because he comes from the Packers.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they build through the draft.
Yes, they
Yeah.
do.
I don't have a lot of hope, but what he's done so far, and of course it broke my heart to see Waddle go. Thank God he went to Denver.
Yeah.
If he went to like Buffalo or
Oh,
New England, I
right.
would have been
That
like,
would, yeah.
because
Yeah.
Buffalo did offer a 1 at the trade deadline. So I was like, thank God they didn't do that. Other winners, you guys agree or disagree, was the Rams. Because what the Rams did was their biggest weakness was their defensive backfield. They needed cornerbacks. I thought they were going to go through the draft because they had 2 first-round picks. But they went out and got an all-pro cornerback in Trent McDuffie from Kansas
Yep.
City. Yeah, I give up a first round.
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah.
when you have 2.
Yep.
And you're the Rams, so you're just a player or 2 away.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
So trade for McDuffie, give up the first, and then sign Jalen Watson in free agency, which is the other Chiefs cornerback.
Yep.
So do what you want to do in the draft.
Yeah.
You've
You have
done
time
it
now.
in free
Yeah.
agency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because where's
And
there
now
a
you have time.
weakness?
Yeah, now you have time.
Yeah. So I really don't see
I
a
know.
weakness. Do you
Yeah.
see a
No.
weakness?
No.
I don't see a
No.
weakness.
No.
So have fun with the draft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
take
Like,
best
exactly. Yeah.
player.
Yeah.
So I really like what they did. The show you missed, I had a Rams hat here, and I said, I'm picking them to win the Super Bowl.
All right.
And CB's like, already? And I'm like, yep, I am. Losers, they listed the Seahawks just because Wolin, the cornerback, went to the Eagles, Kobe Bryant left, and Kenneth Walker left. They kept Josh Joby, and they kept Rashid Shaheed. I think they'll be fine.
I think
Yeah.
so too. I'm not worried
I
about
wouldn't-
them at
would
all.
you put them in a loser category?
No.
They're the Super Bowl freaking champs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I hate to say this, but running back, you can.
You can.
You
Yeah.
can,
Yeah.
you can get those.
And they have one. He's just injured.
Exactly. Exactly.
So.
They list the Kansas City Chiefs as the winner just because of Kenneth Walker. The other thing they mentioned that I prefer more is that Coach Eric Bieniemy is back.
Yes.
Yes.
And he's great with the run game.
Yeah.
I won't argue. This one surprised me because I kind of had him as my winner. The Carolina Panthers. I love them assigning Devin Lloyd. That's the linebacker from the Jags. That was awful that Jacksonville let him walk out the door.
Yeah.
That dude is the tone setter of that defense. So great signing. They give him credit for that. It's Jalen Phillips, who the Dolphins traded to the Eagles for, I think, a 3rd rounder. And the Eagles were going to re-sign him. He's an okay pass
Yeah.
rusher.
Yeah.
But I will read to you what they wrote here because I actually love it. This might be better than Tua, you guys, okay? Giving $30 million per year to Jalen Phillips is like paying $76 for a bottle of Dasani water.
Oh shit.
That's pretty good.
76,
Oh,
not
shit.
$75. I love that. He had 5 sacks in 2025 and has never put together double-digit sack seasons. And I know that because I'm a Dolphin fan.
Yeah.
Getting a 3rd rounder from him was fabulous.
Yeah.
I like the way they worded that.
That's awesome.
Brutal, man. That is brutal.
Just an absurd use of resources.
Wow.
Wow.
That's
I love it. All
top
right.
tier journalism.
But
Mark,
they have a lot of money.
Yeah.
Mark says, just think of how good they would be if they did not get rid of all their good players the last 3 years.
Valid.
And he says Denver will be the next Super Bowl champs.
All right.
Denver and the Rams, Mark, in the Super Bowl.
I think
and
it's
then we'll have
a
a
long
side bet.
season.
Then we'll have a side bet. because I still think
We'll
I'm
all
getting that.
change 6 times before the season is over.
I mean,
You know how many
think about like us saying that the Ravens were going to be the Super Bowl
Right.
champions at the beginning. Like we were so confident.
all of us.
We're like,
no
the
one's
Ravens.
touching them.
No one's going to do it. It's going to be the Ravens.
And for 17 weeks, you're going to look at me. Well, maybe not 17 weeks. At least, maybe let's say 6 weeks out of the season, you're going to go, but weren't you the one that said the Rams were going to
Yeah.
win it?
Yeah.
Yes, I am that one. God, yeah, the Ravens.
It's a long season.
And every article I've read, everybody was picking the Ravens. So
oh no, for sure. It's
Yeah,
just
I mean,
weren't
we
the
didn't
only
go
one.
out on a
Long
limb at all
season.
for that.
It's a long season.
quickly, losers, Jacksonville Jaguars, Travis Etienne. I agree with that. I
Yeah.
didn't think they'd let him go. And Devin Lloyd, of course. New Orleans Saints, forgetting Travis Etienne.
Oh wait, did you hear the thing about him? It's not
Yes.
Etienne.
Say
It's
the name.
Achan.
Achan.
And
And I'm like, no, he's on the Dolphins.
Right.
I saw the press conference, and
Yep.
I was like,
does he not know how to pronounce his own name?
I'm going to call him Etienne, and
Yeah.
it's Achan. You're right.
Yeah.
Good job, CB. Yeah,
That
did
blew
you
my
see
mind.
I
That
was
blew my
like,
mind.
That's the guy on the
Yeah.
Dolphins.
Yeah.
Everyone,
I was so
college,
confused.
everyone's been pronouncing his name
Yeah.
wrong. I'm
Yep.
like, okay.
All right.
So Achan. we're
Mark
gonna
says
call him
Miami
Achan.
will win the division.
Win the division. You're
Just like his
How much
perfect
3
bracket.
years ahead of time.
Mark, I'll bet you
Boy.
on that one. I'll bet you on that one.
Yeah, right?
This I do like. Mark, you're going to love this one. This article I read. Etienne going to the Saints. They got some good offensive linemen, David Edwards and Caden Ellis, the linebacker from the Falcons. But Tyler Shugg showed a lot in the last 6 to 8 weeks, that rookie quarterback.
Yep.
So this article is picking the Saints, and this isn't going out on a limb, but they're picking the Saints to win the NFC South.
Okay.
So there you go, Tampa. And I kind of will always lean with the Falcons, but I would not be surprised by that. Another loser, Alec Pierce and the Colts. He is a good receiver, but in no world should he be making the $44 million a year. Or that's
No.
Daniel Jones, but his is right up there
Yeah,
too.
it's right up
close.
there.
It's
Yeah.
$40 million.
Yeah.
So he's making the same per season as a Devontae Smith, a Jalen Waddle.
Which is just
No.
crazy.
And he
Maybe
let
he'll
Pittman
prove us
go.
wrong.
Which is just crazy.
And that leads me to the last winner in free agency, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Yes,
Yeah.
sis, the Pittsburgh Steelers, because of Michael
Pittman.
Pittman.
Yeah.
You did not have, you gave up a bag of popcorn
Right.
and possibly a hot dog, because it's a late
Yeah.
pick.
Yeah.
For Michael Pittman,
Right?
Yeah.
I was hoping the Dolphins would get
Shame on
Michael
you,
Pittman.
Colts. The Colts gave
Yeah.
the money to the wrong guy.
Yeah. 100%. Do you guys hear the thing about the Steelers
No,
and who's coming back?
not
they
Aaron
think?
Rodgers.
They think that he's coming back.
I was listening on Adam Schefter, and he's like, there's no rush. And there was an argument going on because one of the former GMs was like, well, shouldn't the Steelers know by the draft? And Schefter's like, no, because Will Howard will be their quarterback
Right.
if Aaron Rodgers doesn't come back.
Right.
So they have other things to worry about. I'm like, okay, I agree.
Yep.
And then the thing that keeps in the back of my mind is if Aaron Rodgers doesn't, you just bring Kirk Cousins in.
Yes.
Oh, 100%.
To battle
Right.
Will Howard, which I would rather do.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
I did.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. The other thing the Steelers did was they went out and got the number 1 cornerback in free agency, which was Jamal Dean from the Tampa Bay Bucks. Solid to pair him with Joey Porter Jr., who's a young kid.
Yep.
Those two are going to be solid.
Yeah.
And the other thing I liked, I didn't like them letting Kenneth Gainwell go. He went to Tampa, which is good for Tampa. Because
Yeah.
that guy's a stud.
Yeah,
he
Third
is.
Yeah,
down
I like-
back.
yeah.
But bringing in Rico Dowdle, I was like, oh, that
Yeah,
was,
yeah,
that was
just replacing
even.
one
With
yeah,
the
it's
other-
even,
yeah.
totally
Yeah.
even. Yeah,
Yeah,
same kind of
100%.
runner, same everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I was like, wow, Steelers.
Interesting.
Michael
Yeah.
Pittman.
right.
Yeah.
like,
Jamal Dean.
I could
I
not
want
believe the
Michael
Colts
Pittman.
let him go.
Stupid,
I was
yeah.
like, you're giving this guy
Stupid.
money, but not this guy. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't
Stupid.
understand it.
And what they did was said, we got to keep Alec Pierce because him and Daniel Jones are best friends. I'm rolling my eyes really bad. But that was the word on the street. So, and I thought he was going to the Patriots. And we're going to sign him. And gosh, now we got to get somebody off our
Yeah.
books.
Yeah.
Now let's trade Michael Pittman for a 6th-round
Yeah.
pick.
Stupid.
What? Mm-hmm. The Miami Dolphins,
Crazy.
I'm like, I know you're rebuilding, but that's not a bad guy to
No,
start with.
no.
Right?
I'm sure anybody would want
Oh,
Michael
yeah.
Pittman on their team.
Yeah.
So good job with free agency. Now we're just going to focus 100%
Oh, the draft.
on the NFL draft, and next week the first subject's going to be Jeremiah Love is the best player in the draft. And we don't say that a lot about running backs, but the kid out of Notre Dame is solid. I really thought he was going to Tennessee at 4, but what I'm hearing now, and it's going to change 20 times by April 23rd.
It's all the mind games.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tennessee's got too many other holes. So then I heard the Giants.
Yep, that was the hot news today.
And then I can't remember. He won't get past the Washington Commanders at 7.
Correct.
Which I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
that makes sense.
No, he will not go past that.
Yes. So a lot of interesting things are going to start with the Giants.
Yep.
At 5.
Because they were talking like if the Giants don't take him, they don't want him to go to an in-division rival. So
Commanders are
there's going to be some sort of trade or something.
Yep.
I mean, I wouldn't be angry if the Giants took him.
No.
At all.
Oh yeah, no, not at all. If they take him though, and tell me how you guys feel, it would be because they're concerned with Scadabo's recovery.
Correct.
Or the fact that he's just going to get beat to shit.
And they're very different runners.
They are.
And Love can catch the ball out of the backfield.
Yeah.
So
I would love
and
that.
Dart needs that.
Yeah, I
like
would
he
love
needs
them
to have that
sharing.
safety net.
Yeah, sharing
of
the
he's
load.
right there.
Scadabo had a lot of things to say recently too, but we don't.
He's a
needs to-
friggin' idiot. Oh my gosh.
He needs to zip
to-
it. Mom tried to step in. His mama tried to step in for her son.
Boy, listen to your mama.
But I'm like, CB and Wheels are not going to like that you're running your mouth right now.
No.
And it is a new coach. So Harbaugh may say, Scadabo's not my guy.
Correct.
But boy, is Jeremiah Love my guy.
Yeah.
Like, you're in New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything you say is going to be amplified 100 times.
And everyone's going to hear it.
100.
Everyone's going to hear it. So when you're in New York, you just have to be smarter. You have to be like Derek Jeter.
Yes.
They don't know shit about you, but like you're just that guy.
Yep.
You don't give them anything. You're just that guy. Like, just be
Aaron
a guy.
Judge for that matter.
Yeah.
And Aaron Judge.
Yeah.
And Aaron Judge. Just be a guy. Have people know nothing about you except, like for Aaron Judge, I have 2 cute dogs and a nice wife.
Yeah.
Like, that's all they need to know about you.
And again, as Giant fans, I'm so glad Harbaugh is there.
Yeah.
Because Scadabo and Jackson Dart are very close.
Yes.
But he'll screw their heads on properly.
Yes.
They need that.
He will
They
be
need that.
there.
He definitely needs that.
And if
do that.
Jeremiah Love is Harbaugh's guy, then he may
Mark,
just
New
say,
Jersey, same thing.
we'll do it.
Yeah.
And Scadabo,
not
we'll
same
see what
thing.
we can get
Jersey.
out of him. But the Giants are in a good position.
Yes.
They've solved what the holes they had to in free agency. Cardinal Tate was the guy in the early going that everyone had going there. I don't think they're going to go receiver. They
I don't
brought
think they
in
are
some
either.
free agents too.
Yeah.
So I don't think they're going to.
I mean, I know
go
we
with
need
Tate.
defense and we need it bad.
Yeah. The kid I like is Caleb Downs.
Yes,
the
same.
safety, which would be one of the highest safeties because Giants are picking at 5.
Yep.
But if they take Caleb Downs,
Yep.
boom.
Yeah.
You get a big thumbs up from me.
Yep,
You're
same.
one of my draft winners.
Same.
Yeah.
With the 5th pick.
I will not be upset about that, even though he's from Ohio State.
Yeah. Sonny Styles is the other one I've heard. The linebacker from Ohio State as well. Because you need that linebacker that can go sideline to
100%.
sideline.
100%.
So I could talk draft, but we've now gone into overtime. I know that's surprising to you guys.
We started a little late.
Enjoy the marching on, the madness of it all, because it's like Christmas.
Yeah, love it.
It's like Christmas. Make sure you know in your head what games you want to
Yes.
see. Because it's just 4 days of complete bedlam. And then I get sad when it gets into the Elite
know.
Eight, or the Final
Because
Four.
then there's
you're
not as many games.
Yeah.
like only a couple of games now.
I know.
Ben says, can't wait to see you 3 do the draft grades for teams afterwards. Cheers. And
Yes,
Mark
Ben.
said,
Yes, Ben.
Mark, we're gonna have to talk about this offline. New Jersey Giants has a nice ring to it. I know that's technically true, but
Oh my God, I love Mark. On that note, CB, we'll be back next week.
We'll be back.
have a good one.
Have a great rest of the week.